Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah Nichols. I'm a mortgage loan officer. I'm so glad you joined me today. I hope you like and subscribe and hit that little bell for notifications. So as I continue to post content, you'll be able to see that information. Talking about all things mortgages, especially for the first time home buyer and investment properties. All right, so I like to usually begin by saying some kind of encouraging word or saying something that might inspire and lift you up. This weekend, I had a thought: if your life was a movie, what name would you give that movie? And I posted it on Facebook, so I hope you can find that post on Facebook and Instagram and answer the question: if your life was a movie, what name would you give that movie? I was thinking about that for a long time. I would think for me, I would probably say Wanderer because I move around a lot in relationships and different things like that. So I would say Wanderer. But the best thing about it is that if it's a movie, you know how they have movies, you have a second and third and fourth part. You can change the script or make up a new movie. So why don't you try that? If it's not going the way that you want it to, or if life seems like it's just overwhelming, you can change that movie title and bring it to something that you'll enjoy or something that you want to have in life. So let's say the movie Wanderer Part 2, where I'm not wandering as much. All right, so I hope that encouraged you. So today I wanted to talk about VA loans for first-time home buyers. Now, you don't have to be a first-time home buyer to get a VA loan, but being that I enjoy working with first-time home buyers, I just put that as an extra title on it. So the VA loans, first of all, I want to say thank you for your service. Thank you so much for your service as a VA. Now, some of the different things for VAs that is a plus is can be zero down payment. You pay no mortgage insurance. Now, you do have to pay the closing costs, but at least you don't have to pay the down payment and no mortgage insurance like the conventional or the FHA loans. So the VA loans, they are backed by the government, by the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs, and they are more flexible than some of the other loans, which is wonderful, especially that you don't have to pay that mortgage insurance like the conventional FHA, because with the mortgage insurance loans, you're paying more of a higher payment because you have to include that. There's no credit score limit, but I do say that some lenders do require a certain credit score to finance the VA loan. So be mindful of that. It's not that it is a credit limit, but some lenders do require it. And we do know the higher the credit score, the better interest rate you're going to get. And then if you have a lower credit score, it's not that you won't qualify as long as the lender does the VA loans with that credit score, but sometimes we have to manually underwrite. So we're going to manually have someone going on ahead and looking at every aspect to see if we can go ahead and do that loan for you. So don't be that concerned of it. I am a mortgage loan officer, so I can walk you through the process so it can become easier for you, give you the understanding and knowledge you need to go ahead and go through the process. There's no loan limits with the VA loans. Now, like I said, some lenders have different limits that they're going to impose for the VA loan. But remember, if you don't have to put any money down. Now, some people might have a down payment. They say, okay, should I do the VA loan if I do have a down payment? Now, what I can do is we can look at both of the different options, maybe going conventional or either going as a VA. But remember, if you're going to do the FHA or conventional, remember, if you don't put down more than 20%, you're going to have to pay that mortgage insurance. And in the VA, you don't have to pay that insurance. Okay. So we'll kind of look at it from apples to apples to see what will work best for you as a VA. All right. So with the VA, we need a certificate of eligibility. Now, the certificate of eligibility is a document from the Department of Veterans Affairs that shows you meet the service requirements for a VA loans, and you can request it through the VA, or I can help assist you in getting that certificate of eligibility. Now, what eligibilities do you have to get the VA loans? You have to be in active duty and have served 90 continuous days. You can have a length of service, which is 90 days in wartime and 181 days in peacetime. You can have completed 90 days of active duty service or 6 credible years in selected reserves or National Guard. You can also qualify as a surviving spouse of a veteran who died while in active in service or from a service-connected disability, and you have not been remarried. Some things that you're going to have for the VA loans, they don't require a down payment, but there is a VA funding fee associated with it. Now, the VA funding fee, if you're disabled, you don't have to pay the funding fee, but if by chance you're not disabled and you have to pay the funding fee, what they do is they add it to your loan balance. Okay. And we can talk more about that. You can always reach out to me at 706-421-3478 to reach out to me. And at the bottom of the content, I'll go ahead and put my contact information if you have any questions or if I can assist you with the VA loan. Okay. Now, the VA loan, it has to be a primary home. Now, we do understand that sometimes you move and you want to rent it out. They usually want you to live in a home for at least a year before you're thinking about renting out. Now, if you're thinking about buying a condo, now the condo must be VA approved. So what I would say is the best thing is to get the certificate of eligibility and get pre-qualified, in which I can help you get pre-qualified. Now, if you are discharged, you have to have your discharge paperwork. And if you have income that you're using, they want you to have steady employment for 2 years in the same field. So just talking about the VA loan, which is an awesome loan if you're in the military active or if you're in the military and you're discharged. Okay. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. Again, my number is 706-421-3478. And I'm just talking about VA loans today. As we go forward, I'll talk about the next one is USDA loans and what is a qualification and how you would go about that. That is another zero down payment loan. It's 100% finance. And we'll talk a little bit more about that on another video. So thank you so much for coming to my channel. And I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. And remember, if the movie that you are living is not the one that you want to live, go ahead and change it. All right. Be blessed. Y'all take care. My name is Sarah Nichols, your mortgage loan officer.